What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo had this to say about Canelo Alvarez. He said, first off, I ain't never ducked Canelo. I would never do no shit like that. He said, why would I do some shit like that? That's gonna put my whole family up. Like, that would change my mama's life. Why would I duck Canelo? Y'all stupid as fuck. Those are the words of Jermall Charlo. Now, this is difficult, to counterpunch, because we've had Oscar De La Hoya go on record and said they offered Jermall a fight. They said they offered him a fight. I think it was I don't know how much it was right now, because that's been a while ago. And Oscar said that, hey, yeah, we sent you a contract. Now the question is, if Jermall Charlo has never received the contract, there's a problem. Especially if Oscar De La Hoya has sent one, and he's truly sent one. Because see, what I've learned about boxing, what I've learned about boxers versus management, okay, because you have the boxers, then you have the management, then you have the promoter, and like, for example, you have Wilder. His management team is Jay Diaz, Shelly Finkel. Well, his advisor, quote-unquote promoter, is Al Heyman, okay, and of course he's the fighter, and then the trainers is a separate part, sometimes, because Jay Diaz is also a trainer. Well, in Jermall's case, if he was sent a contract by Golden Boy, there's a chance that he might not have seen the contract of Golden Boy. See, Jermall Charlo said, I never ducked Canelo. I never will. And it's one of those things where you can say I never ducked him, but then the question to ask it would be your management. And then see, if I'm Jermall Charlo, this is what I want to do. Or this is what I would do. I would go to Oscar De La Hoya and reconfirm and say, resend me the contract to my email. See, that's the easiest thing you can do, because at that point, then Jermall could make a decision for himself and realize, like, hey, well, this was sent, and he could say, well, hey, sent me or screenshot me the email that you sent the contract to my management. And the reason I'm saying that is because the management and the fighter, a lot of times management or the person on that management team might receive an email with a contract and might not even consult the fighter. You guys remember what happened last year with Luis King Kong Ortiz, right? His management team, Jay Jimenez, they've received a contract from Eddie Hearn. Same shit. Don't it sound familiar? Eddie Hearn said he sent a $5 or $6 million contract to Jay Jimenez, and they were in negotiations, and Jay Jimenez did not tell Luis Ortiz or his trainer Calcedo. He didn't say anything about that to those guys. What he did, I guess he either talked to Al Heyman, the advisor / promoter of Luis Ortiz, and then they made a decision. And I think what Al Heyman did, he already told him, well, you know what, let's drop that, because Luis Ortiz is fighting Wilder. So I think Luis Ortiz was bumped off the opportunity without him even knowing it. This could be a direct example of that same shit. Okay? Because Jermall's saying, well, hey, I never received a contract. So if you never received a contract, we got a problem. Right? Because obviously your management didn't tell you that they received an offer from Golden Boy Promotions on the behalf of Canelo Alvarez that wanted to fight you for X amount of dollars. See, then that's a problem in Jermall, and I think these guys need to start really, like Bob Arum and other people, they want you to be more, to promote yourself. I think these fighters should be more business-minded, because like Floyd understood, the business side of things. I think what Floyd's intentions were to get these guys to be more business-minded so they can know exactly what to do and who to trust. You know, so then they can make a decision, because I think if Jermall Charlo, it's not like I don't believe Jermall Charlo. I just think at this point, I think he should really take a close look at his damn management, because his management could have looked at that fight and seen that it was a DAZN, and then they, you know, the politics that be stepped in, and they didn't even tell Jermall. Right? While Jermall's out, you know, wilding out, living his life, living the best life, spending time with his family, doing all that stuff, his management is fucking him, you know, making decisions without his knowledge. Okay, so this could be a result of that. So what Jermall's saying, like, I think Jermall, hey, I never done that. I would be more outraged than that. So the minute I found out that Oscar De La Hoya claimed that he sent a contract to my management company, it's time for me to take a long, nice talk to my management company. Okay, that's what he should do. But will he do it? That's another thing. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on Jermall Charlo claiming that he never ducked Canelo, never received a contract from Canelo. You guys tell me what you think about Jermall Charlo. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.